Now it's time to build our website using a free program called Composer. And you can download that from the link that we've given you in the resources document. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is gather up all the images we're going to use into a new folder. So go into where you've created your images and copy the box cover, the footer and the JPGs of these, the button and the header, and copy them into their own folder. So I've created a folder called Page, and I've copied all of these images into that folder. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start on our site, and we're going to use Composer. This is going to be a simple tutorial on Composer, just showing you the basics. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on Composer, you can see our video series on how to use Composer. And you can find that in the resources document. But we'll give you the basics here. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is create a table that's the same width as our header. So if we go and we have a look at our header and we right click and do a properties, go to details, we can see here that our dimensions are 720 wide, width 720 pixels. So we're going to go back to Composer. First thing we're going to do is do Table, Insert, and Table. Then click on the left box up there and our table now appears here. Now right click inside there and go into Table Cell Properties. Go back to Table. And what we want to do is create our width to be 720 pixels. And then we want our table aligned to the center. Click OK. Okay, click inside the table. And now we're going to insert our header image. So click on Image here. And then click on a little file folder. Find the folder that you created, which was called Page, and then click on Header. Give it some alt text, which is alternative text. If it can't find the image itself, it will put that text in here. So we'll just call this Affiliate Marketing Bible and click OK. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, and then click on the Enter key and you will advance down the side here. Now we can start filling in our content, and this works just like a word processor. You have all your alignments here, bolds, underlines, italic. You can set your fonts in format and font, and then you can pick your fonts and your styles and so on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create a headline. So we'll just click on Center, and then we'll go to Format, go down to Paragraph, and we'll do Headline 1. And then we'll put our headline in here. Okay, so something like that. And then if you wanted a subheading, you could go and you go to Format Paragraph, and then you could put your headline 2 here. And maybe you want to change the color, you do that right here. Alright, so something like that. And then maybe you want to put your ebook cover in here. So we'll go and align this back to the left again. And then we'll click on Image. And then we'll find our image, book cover. But sorry, make sure you point them out. So your sales copy here. And then when it comes time to insert your payment button, just click on Center, click on Image, Location, and then click on Button, and bring it in. There's your button. You know, any other text you want, you'd put down here. And then we'll go down to the bottom of the table. And here you're going to want to put in your footer. Like so. And then we'll just change the image properties then that we're in here. And make sure that you put the text at the top. And that way it moves it down so there's no room for text underneath it. So that's basically how you do it. You create a table, you put your image at the top, your header image, put your headlines, bring in your ebook, and then you type in your sales copy, import your button, and of course you'd have to put your PayPal code or whatever your payment processor behind that. Any further text, and down at the bottom you would put your image. Now what you want to do is go to Format, and you're going to want to give your page a title. So the title is going to be, in this case, Affiliate Marketing Bible. Your author and the description. You could save the page as a template if you want. That way you could load it in again and modify it every time. But you don't have to do that. You can just bring in the same page again and modify it. So, okay. So now we see that there's a title up here. So now we're going to save as. And inside here, we're going to want to rename this. We're going to want to just call this index, because that's what your server looks for when it is looking for a web page. Now, the last thing we're going to want to do is just right-click on the image and go into Image Properties, and click on the URL as relative to page location. That way, it's not going to look for that long, and then we'll find it on our computer, and we'll insert the box cover, and there it is. And of course we can use the tools up here, to left align it or whatever it is we're trying to do here. There it is. So we've now finished that. So we'll save this, and then again we export it to PDF. And then we save it and overwrite. Select our options, and you can usually take the defaults unless you want to use some security and stick a password on it. Click export, and we're done. Now we can open this up in PDF. And here is our PDF document with the cover inserted. And it's all ready to go. So that's it. You have now created your own product out of strictly private label items, and you've created your own graphics, your own website, and you're all ready to go. So that concludes the video series.